Let's solve this together. It says x plus y is equal to 1 and xy is equal to 1. We're going to solve for the value of x and y. Alright. Now, first things first, we can say let's call this equation 2 and call this equation 1. Alright. So these are two equations now. Now, solving this, let's say from equation 2, alright, I write it like this. We can say that y is equal to 1 over x. Alright. Now, let's replace y to be 1 over x in equation 1. Now we're going to have that x plus 1 over x is equal to 1. Now, at this point, we can say let's multiply each term by x. So we have x times x plus 1 over x times x is equal to 1 times x. X times x is x squared plus 1 is equal to x. Now from here we can now say that our x squared minus x plus 1 is now equal to 0, okay? Now we can use the quadratic formula to solve this. Now recall that quadratic formula states that our x here will be equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Where a here is the coefficient of x squared, which is 1. Okay, so a is 1. B is coefficient of x, which is negative 1, and c is the constant term, which is 1. Alright? Moving on from here, we can now say that our x is equal to, so we have minus b, which is this, so we have minus 1 is 1, plus or minus square root of 1 squared is 1, minus 4 times 1 is 4, all over 2 times 1 is 2. Now what we have here is equal to 1 plus or minus root of negative 3 over 2. What we now have here is equal to 1 plus or minus root of 3 times root of minus 1 all over 2. What we now have here is equal to 1 plus or minus root of minus 1 is I. Okay, so we have I root 3 over 2 is equal to x. Alright. Now recall that our y here is equal to 1 over x. Okay. Now let's substitute values of x here to get our y. Now we say y when x is equal to 1 plus I root 3 over 2. So we now have that y will now be equal to 1 divided by 1 plus I root 3 all over 2. Okay. So moving on from here, let's now say you have that y is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus I root 3 over 2. Okay, for the first condition. Now, this is now equal to 1 multiplied by 2 divided by 1 plus I root 3. Okay. Now, because this is solved, we can rationalize this denominator by multiplying both the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. The conjugate of this denominator means we change the sign. Okay, so we multiply both the numerator. Okay, so we have 1 minus I root 3. Okay, and the denominator we have here 1 minus I root 3 by the same number. Okay, this is what rationalizing means. Now this is now equal to 1 times 2 is 2 into 1 minus I root 3. Now this is difference of 2 squares. Okay, so we're going to have 1 squared is 1, right? Minus I squared is minus 1. Alright, so we have minus 1. Root 3 squared is 3 times 3. Okay, now this is now equal to 2 into 1 minus I root 3 divided by 1. 1 times 3 is 3, minus times minus is plus. Okay, now this is now equal to 2 into 1 minus I root 3 divided by 4. And this is equal to 1 minus I root 3 all over 2 is now equal to y. Okay, and when does this happen? This happens when our x is equal to 1 plus I root 3. So let's conclude. So in conclusion, we can say that when x is equal to 1 plus I root 3 over 2, y is equal to 1 minus I root 3 over 2. Okay, now look at this. The only difference between this is the sign. Okay, so when this is plus, this is minus. Invariably, this means that when our x is equal to 1 minus I root 3 over 2, our y would become 1 plus I root 3 over 2. Okay, so these are the 4 answers, or the 2 answers each for x and y in this question. Thanks for watching. If it made sense in any way, please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video.